All right, guys. Hey, welcome to the Bourbs. I'm Dustin.
I'm Jordan.
And this is story time with Daddy D. Papa D. What do you guys call me? What's my nickname?
Papi Chulo.
Papi Chulo. This is a really popular product that came out this year called High West, a Midwinters Nights Dram. It comes out every year. They have a Midsummer's
Why
Night.
is it highly popular?
They have a summer one, don't they?
Sure.
Because it says limited engagement on here.
Okay. Ooh.
And I'm going to tell you a story about last night and my experience. You ready?
Yeah.
Please don't read it. I need you to.
No, I wanted to see what it said. It said, "Are you sure that we are awake? It seems to me that yet we sleep, we dream. A Midsummer Night's Dream."
Sometimes my life sucks.
Shakespeare.
Are you ready for my story now?
Yeah, I know.
It's not Shakespeare's. It's Papa Chulo's turn.
No, it says right there, Shakespeare.
All right. So last night I was at a Christmas party for my wife's work, and those are fun.
Are they?
No, I don't know anyone there. I'm excited about the possibility of eating something good, which, by the way, I had bang bang shrimp tacos.
Where did you go?
We went to Shamrocks.
And they had shrimp tacos at an Irish pub.
Hey, we made shirts for them. Do you remember that?
I do.
Yeah. So anyway, we design and print shirts. Not for you, only for them. Anyway, don't call us. So I was there, and they had a bottle of this on the shelf. You'll notice this bottle's not been opened because we're ballers, but
Far from it.
we have an event coming up. But I wanted to try it. I'd had it once before. I wanted to try it again. And so I'm talking to the bartender, and I ask the age-old question.
Am I allowed to drink this?
Yes, go ahead.
No, that was the question you asked the guy.
I asked the age-old question, how many ounces are your pours? Because I knew he had told me it was $16 a pour, and I wanted to know, how much is your pours?
That's not very much for...
Well, it's not very much. Depends on how big the pour is.
Oh. Okay.
And so the pour was, our pours up to this point have been 2 ounces here at the Bourbs. Their pours were 1.25 ounces, which is fine.
They're all over the board.
I know.
We've had 1 ounce, we've had 2 ounces, we've had 1.5. I've never heard of 1.25.
Well, guess what? That's what this was. And so I asked for a pour of this, and it's $16. He goes to the bar. He's making my wife a drink as well. Some goofy thing chicks drink. Sorry if you're a woman and you drink bourbon, and that's not you, but this is my wife. And so he's going to go make a really pretty colored drink for my wife. And
At an Irish pub.
I had gotten to talk to the guy next to me. It's a guy in his probably late 20s. He's got a beanie on all the way down to his glasses. Whatever. He's belly up to the bar. And we get to talking about bourbon. He doesn't know anything about bourbon, or at least he puts on that he knows nothing about bourbon. And so we're chatting.
Bourbon?
It's rye.
Finished in port barrels.
Yeah. It's rye whiskey. But anyway, he doesn't know anything about bourbon. He doesn't know about anything about these kind of drinks. I educate him as I do,
In your best pinky out.
Yes, I educate him on this and why it's important and why people like it. By the way, I got this last bottle I got up at 5:30 in the morning to get this bottle and stand in a line. I was number 57. Shout out to Royals Liquor. And the pour comes, and I look at the bartender. I go, "This looks like more than 1.25 ounces." And he goes, "No, I measured it." But you could tell he was saying, I hooked you up.
Yeah.
Right? It was probably more like
I saw the picture
twice.
of the pour.
No, that wasn't it.
Oh, that wasn't it?
Yeah. It was probably twice the amount that he was supposed to pour me, okay? Don't get him in trouble.
So we're talking 2.5 ounces.
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know how big that rocks glass was. It was neat, and it was like 2 fingers almost. Finger and a half. The guy that I'd been talking to, at this point, the bartender walks away to go make the foo-foo drink, and I'm watching him, but I'm watching this. I'm talking to this guy. I'm watching him. I'm talking to this guy because he's around the bar. I don't know what he's doing. The bartender. He comes back and says, "Hey, we don't have any Fireball, which is the whiskey that's supposed to go in my wife's drink." And I said, "Just any cinnamon whiskey will do, because it's disgusting."
Is
anyway,
there more than one cinnamon
there's
whiskey?
plenty cinnamon
Really?
whiskeys. Yeah, they're gross.
Yeah,
and so
no kidding.
he gets a different one. He goes away. The guy is eyeballing. I mean, he is
The guy you're talking.
kissing my drink. Yes, the guy that's sitting at the bar. He is making sweet
Because you told him this
marriage.
story, and
Yeah.
now he longs for it.
Yeah. I mean, I pushed it hard. He was into it. And he says to me, "Oh man, how much was it again?" And I said, "It's $16." And he goes, "For that much?" And I said, "Well, I think that's over poured." I said, "I think it's about half that much." And he says, "Oh man, well, you got me really wanting to try it now." And I go, "Go ahead." I hand him my glass.
You shared a drink with a stranger
Okay, this is not the point.
in the midst of COVID?
It's friggin' liquor. It's friggin' rubbing alcohol. It's going to be fine. So I hand him the drink and I say, "Go ahead." At this very moment, he says to me, "Are you sure?" And I said, "Yeah, go ahead. Give it a shot."
Did he take a shot?
I look back over at the bartender who's walking towards me with the drink, and I hear the guy go, "Oh man, that's smooth." And I look back and I look at the glass and it's empty.
The guy shot
This son of a gun.
it.
This son of a gun shot $16 bourbon.
Yeah, but over poured, so probably like $30 worth of bourbon.
I go,
That's a whole bottle in some scenarios.
yeah. I go, he hands me back the bottle. He goes, "Man, thank you so much. That was fantastic. I don't think I've ever had anything like that." I go, "Well, if you're not into this stuff, you probably haven't because it's really good and it's pretty pricey." And then the bartender comes over and I look at him and I go, "Can I get another, please?" The next pour that comes out is 1.25 ounces.
Oh, no.
For sure. And so that's my story. And I can't believe it.
Did you correct this guy? Like,
No,
bro,
man.
you
I had to
don't
get out of
shoot
there.
whiskey.
I didn't. I tucked tail and I got out of there. I felt bad. But what you might think is that we're drinking that now. We're not. Here's what we're drinking, surprisingly enough, is Kirkwood, which is Costco brand.
Kirkland, not Kirkwood. That's where Missouri people.
Kirkland Bottle and Bond. And you might think to yourself, I'm above this. Hey, why don't you go ahead and correct them, homie?
Don't be. It's a liter, first off, not 750 milliliters. And it is $17.92.
What does that mean, Jordan?
The brand, $17.92.
So there's a brand called 1792 that is well respected.
And Kirkland bought a bunch of it and put it on their own label on it.
And
It says it right there.
Who is it that 1792 also works with? Where is it bottled?
Bart. I have no idea.
Yeah.
You pointed at the thing.
No, Barton. Yeah, you know what Barton's is?
Very old Barton? That Barton?
I don't know.
What do you mean? I know what it is. I don't know what it is.
VOB. I don't know what it is either. But, well, Barton's is a place in Kentucky, isn't it?
Sure.
Somebody leave a comment in the thing to let us know what's up. But this is Kentucky
Long story
straight
short,
bourbon whiskey, bottled in bond, and it's from 1792. And that brand is not cheap, and it is it is
Delicious.
definitely sought after
Yeah.
and delicious.
Bardstown,
Oh,
Kentucky.
Bardstown, yeah, not Barton. But know this: if you have a Costco membership,
Buy this.
get this bottle because, yeah, it says Kirkland on it.
Candy,
But-
fruit, and honey.
Who cares?
Give away to pleasant spice, bringing in true character of the rye. It's rounded, not with an oaky, lasting finish that is reminiscent of the aroma of the Kentucky barrel warehouses from which it came.
The way you read that,
Oh,
It's-
it's about the pauses.
it sounded so manly and masculine.
It smells like a warehouse, is what they said.
I don't know if that's a good thing. I've smelled some pretty bad warehouses.
No, it smells fruity.
I'll tell you,
It's good.
it's bottled in bond in accordance with U.S. government regulations. And if you want to know more about that, you should Google it because we don't know I know Jordan doesn't know what that means.
Minimum 4-year, 1 mash year, 1 distiller, minimum 4 years, cut to be 100 proof.
Yeah.
Aged in a government warehouse or whatever.
Right, because they actually do
government
put these
something.
these like seals on the top that say that they're
Federally bonded warehouse is the technical term.
Yep. That means the government Big Brother has their hand in it, which is always fun. You know, I always like to hold hands with Big Brother. Interlocked.
I remember you do. You also like to share $30 worth of whiskey with strangers.
I was trying to be nice, man. I was trying to be nice. That guy seemed like he said he was only here for 2 weeks. He was on here for work. He seemed lonely.
And, he's on his own podcast right now telling this story about, guys,
this is what he does.
I managed to wrangle a stranger
Oh,
out
man.
of his $30 drink.
Wait, no. How great would that podcast concept be, though? Your whole concept is
Trying to get free stuff from people.
well, free bourbon.
Yeah.
Like you just go belly up to a bar. All you order is the cheapest thing on the menu. You find it, whether it's like fried pickles or French fries or whatever it is. You order that thing, and then you just sit there and just slowly pick and make friends with somebody until they buy you a drink. That's a great. I did buy another person a drink. I'll tell you about it later. Something that we both know. I bought him a Blanton's.
Wow.
Pour a Blanton's last night. Yep. So if you ever want to go out with me, I'm kind.
Yeah.
Even if I do say so myself. All right. Well, that's the story. Papi Chulo out.
Later.